narrative. Important thing to highlight and outline when we talk about Tokomaru, because like everything, you know, different various sections and segments of our wider karangatanga have particular narratives relating to the arrival of Tokomaru, emphasize particular aspects of Tokomaru, and you know, there's various accounts of koorero of Tokomaru and waiata, karakia, and other things. And so what we've done is we've identified some of those examples just to provide a bit of a window into some of the koorero and the narratives that, you know, we still retain today in relation to Tokomaru. But maybe if we kick off with you, Anaru.
Yep. So there's a couple of narratives around our waka Tokomaru. First, we need to know where it came from and what its purpose was when it was first traveling around the Pacific. So it was known to be around the islands of Rangiatia, around the islands of Taha or Bora Bora. So and it was a freighter. It carried freight and produce between the islands. It was a well-known waka for that purpose. From there, received the call from a chief from Rarotonga called Tangia, and Tangia did the call to the wakas to go to Rarotonga, and that was on the first heke Anoia. So and from there our waka travelled to Arorangi on the western side of Rarotonga, where it was refitted out as a carrier of people, and it's part of the koorero of Manaia and his journey, but from that point, from Rangiatia on the way to Rarotonga, it was a mix of people that travelled in that waka. Those people that were on the waka Tokomaru were a blend of people from Aotearoa, from here that went across in the waka Tiara Tawhau from Whakatane in search of the kumara. So and to learn the knowledge of horticulture and the higher learnings of those gardens overseas, and to bring the kumara back to Aotearoa. So we had a known narrative of Manaia having to leave the islands because of a dispute. We then have another narrative of Rakaiora and his father Tamaku Hikurangi leaving New Zealand to go and bring the kumara back, and one came back in the waka Mātātua, and his son Rakaiora came back in the waka Tokomaru. So their reason to come back, or the reason of our waka, was to bring new produce and new skills and new knowledge back to Aotearoa. So our waka didn't just land here. It didn't just come to Taranaki. As we know, in our koorero, we identify more than one navigator or one captain. We have four, and that's because our waka went to 4 different places and 4 different journeys around Aotearoa. So we know that it stayed up at the Kaipara, at a place called Te Aratapu o Manaia, named because of that occupation of our waka Tokomaru. We know that there are people up there on the Ngāti connection through the far north. We also know that our waka went to Raglan, Painairoa, where the event or the killing of Tomowhari took place by Manaia, and from that place our waka was chased by the waka Waimati, which was commanded by Nuku, Tomowhari's brother. So Nuku chased and our waka went all the way down Te Tuai Pounamu and Te Tauihu, and Tokomaru ended up at a rangitoto ki te tonga. So part of the story how the island received its name is because our visitation, our people stayed there at rangitoto. And then it turned and had a sea battle in front of Pukiroa Bay, which then became known as the Ahuahu Manaia, the heaping of the sands, when the karakia went out to end that sea battle between Nuku from Raglan and Manaia and our people from Tokomaru. So so there's a number of places that our waka is still remembered in terms of the landscape, still remembered in terms of around the motu. So, and they're just just a few: Kaipara, Raglan, Pukiroa Bay, Duval Island, and Rangitoto ki te tonga all have a narrative that we need to bring to the front of our talkings, of our connections to place. So so our waka, as I said, brought back, just as Aotea brought back the kumara and Rongo planted it in Hawaii ki iti, and Tainui brought back the kumara and Whakaotarangi put that down in Hawaii ki nui. We also brought back the kumara as well, and with that we also brought a number of Māori and Tonga that came as well, and one of those was the Māori of Pane.